All right, so today I want to talk about the barefoot shoes that I have been wearing for close to 15 years. And when I started wearing barefoot shoes, even in the fitness industry 15 years ago, I got a lot of weird responses to them. And I don't know if that was just because I was younger or because culture has changed since then. But in the last 5 years, they've really exploded, and Vibram, the original manufacturer of barefoot shoes, now has a lot of ripoffs. You can find this style of shoe anywhere from Amazon to Walmart. I will say I haven't found any of the ripoffs that hold up better than the Vibrams. Also, the point of the barefoot shoe is to have a large toe box and the least amount of inhibition with the ground. So the first thing that people ask me when they see these in public is, why do you wear them? Are they comfortable? Can you run in them? Are they good for you? Stuff like that. And the first thing I say is, they're not really comfortable. It's like standing barefoot. And so if you're not comfortable standing barefoot for a long period of time because you're obese and you wear orthotics, switching to these might not be the right step for you. My favorite part about wearing them is the engagement with the earth, because your foot is very much like a hand. If you talk to any yoga teachers or people who compete in martial arts, you'll find how much they value the dexterity of the hand compared to the foot. I didn't say that right. You'll see how much they value the dexterity of the foot very similarly to how they value the dexterity of the hand. So when I explain it to people, I say, if you put on a mitten or a glove, you can't do nearly as much, and a shoe is the same thing. So I like to feel what's going on in my body, and I like to have complete control when I'm moving around, and so these shoes do that. I have about 14 pairs of these, and most of them are several years old. These are the V sole, by Vibram, which now you can get on Amazon. However, I love buying them directly from the manufacturer, and I would suggest buying 10 to 15 pairs at once so you can try on the ones you want, because they're European sizing. And it's difficult to find retailers that actually carry them. If I'm going to buy them, I end up doing it used on eBay if it's not right from the manufacturer. So I am a 7.5, sometimes an 8 in women's, and I end up wearing a 38.5 in most of the Vibrams. So what did we say these were? These are the V soles. I also have a couple pairs of the CVT. So we'll compare these here. The CVT are a little bit dressier. This is a canvas version. I also have a kangaroo leather version, which is what I would consider to be my dressiest pair. So I'll wear those with slacks to interviews. The bottom on the CVTs is a lot more substantial, and they don't peel off as quickly. So this is just more of a shoe, and I don't care to train in this one as much. The V soles, these are my favorite one to train in. I had somebody say the other day, they were like, painted on. And it really is just the rubber bottom painted on to the top of the shoe. And this Velcro strap is so light, it's like wearing nothing. These are my favorite. I have these in black as well. You can tell that the black has gotten a little more wear. A lot of times people will ask me, how do you wash them? Do they smell? How do you clean them? And I just throw them in the washing machine on cold and then hang them to dry. If I'm traveling and I can't do that, then I can wash them in the hotel shower. Do they smell? Yeah, they get stinkier than regular shoes, but that's pretty easily mitigated by washing them every 5 to 10 wears. So, let's see. We've got, now, the V soles, those came out in the last couple of years. The first, like all through the early 2000s, what they were manufacturing was more of a complete foot shoe like this, where you couldn't really tell the difference between the men's and the women's. And this is nice because it has the lace up, so you get a little bit more support. And like, these are nice for squatting, for sled pushing, for poles, anything where you're really going to be jumping around, these are fantastic. Regular weightlifting, again, I still prefer the V-soles. Let's see. It would be nice if these had the model number in them. This is a really well-worn pair. It has a sturdier, more wraparound kind of sole. You can see how these are peeling off. That's the first kind of damage that comes up with them. And I just epoxy that back together. The most versatile pair I've got are these mesh ones. You can see how the sole wears on the ball mount of the foot there. So that's the first place that I see wear. The logo's about worn off. But the peachy color and the mesh make this really versatile. It's comfortable enough to train in and supportive enough that I can run around in it for 12 or 14 hours and not have a tough time. Not that I don't like these for 12 or 14 hours, but the grip around the outside of the foot is nice for that. And then, let's see, we got another pair of the V-soles in purple. So I got the V-soles in 3 colors, so that should tell you something. Those are probably the best ones on here. And then they make different models all the time, and they don't keep manufacturing the same models. So this is one of my favorite ones that I got on eBay, and I think this is a VI-B. I don't wear it. This is like a working in the gym shoe. I don't really lift in it because these straps are so unsubstantial that the bottom of it tends to slide around a little bit. But absolutely amazing if you're going to have 8 or 9 clients in a row and you just need to be comfortable. I really need to glue this guy back together. So, yeah, I love answering questions about these shoes, and I love wearing them. And where can you get yourself a pair? I would go to Vibram.com. Should you get yourself a pair? I think so. Just remember, if you're not comfortable running around barefoot, you're probably not going to be comfortable running around in these for extended periods of time right off the bat. They make them in men's and women's. I haven't noticed a substantial difference between the men's and the women's. How much are they? You can get them used on eBay for 40 or 50 bucks, and you can get them straight from the manufacturer from anywhere from 80 to 120. I've seen them on Amazon for about 90. Don't get me started on Amazon. I have family members who have worked for all of the different trickle-down delivery services that they contract to, and so I don't care to order things from Amazon if I don't have to. Wish I had my kangaroo leather pair, but we're traveling. So, anywho's, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed.